Right, welcome to Tracy Village Diamond here today for round 6 of the Darwin softball competition. And with me today is Amy Blake. Welcome, Amy, my expert commentator for softball in Darwin.
Not sure about that one, Tash, but it's great to be here again.
So we've got a game on our hands today, is the Strikers versus St. Mary's. So we're looking forward to this game. The Strikers, of course, coming off 2 wins last week in the doubleheader. We've got our umpire back, Baz.
Suited up and ready to go.
So up first, St. Mary's batting, Jess Forrest pitching for the Strikers.
Beautiful first pitch there, Tash. Immediate strike.
So Terry and Lynn, so pitcher versus pitcher have already started the rivalries over this season. So of course, due to the COVID-19, softball season has been cut short. This will be the last round for the ladies. And that's a big hit. Does it stay in? No, just out. So Lind with a big hit, but unfortunately doesn't stay within the diamond. Just going to come back.
It was a close one there, Tash. It was borderline in play, I reckon.
It was a power hit, that's for sure. Jess Forrest again, the Strikers. And that one goes behind, so good rivalry here between the two pitchers. Nice dry season day here in Darwin. Round 6 and the final round. It's going straight up and waiting for that to fall.
Behind
hits a
us,
few
yeah.
branches and goes between the kids, so that was probably a safe land there. But a bit of a crowd here today. It's a lovely day here in Darwin. Start to this game already.
It's a bit of a loose one there by Jess for us.
Yeah, you don't usually see that from
No.
Jess.
I don't think we'll see 2 of them in a row, that's for sure.
No. Now, St. Mary's are renowned for sneaking bases, but unfortunately they don't have anyone on any bases at the moment.
Not yet. Just give them a few moments, I reckon.
Otherwise, I reckon they would have snuck one. That pitch. Just a bit short again. So 3 and 2. What would you do, Amy? Let it go or give it a crack?
Probably got to give it a... Well, you know,
Oh,
you
there
let
you
that
go,
one go.
yep.
We might have put a moth on her.
Won't be happy
Poor Jess.
with that. So Jess is... She's not happy with that ball.
No, she's switching it over. And up steps Vivian Way. Terry and Lyndon first, Vivian Way at the plate.
They're positive. They're just coming in. Jess is just telling third base there to come in. Haley Masters just to come in a little bit there. So tactics going on at the moment here between both teams.
Yeah, both teams look on, don't they?
Wide.
Yeah, and you can see with each release of the pitch, Terry and Lind is edging her way off first base, but being sent back.
She got her into that one.
She knows. She was teased into it, doesn't she?
Oh. 2 and 1. Wayward again.
Good catching by Janelle Shaw here. Obviously with a runner on first.
Been impressed with Janelle Shaw all season so far, Amy. She's done very, very well.
Yeah, very agile in the catching position. and that's a 4th ball.
That's another
So it's a walk for St. Mary's.
Now, we haven't seen this, the 2 games last week from the strikers. I don't think Jess gave away 2 walks in a row, so just talking to her team, so she'll just try and get this back and up play to Tash Stewart. Pretty good hitter we've seen in the past.
Big hitter.
Gets
She
bad on that,
certainly
but
connected with that one, but not in the right area, not in play.
Swing as well. They touch with her assistant Nadine. Stewart. Oh, that's a good hit. Good pitch as well. She's got hold of that. Nice and straight, and they're going to go home.
Oh,
They
trying
are.
to
They're
get
looking.
home.
That's a good throw. Oh.
Risky move.
Fortunately for Janelle Shaw, they just dropped the ball, but it was a
Great response from Tara Harris there.
Harris to Mickey Bell to get it to Janelle Shaw, but
Tari Lynn makes it home. She's first run on the
home.
board.
So good start to this game. Marina Joseph. Maywood again, they're going to sneak it. We were talking about them sneaking bases, St. Mary's, and as soon as there's a fumble,
They're going to capitalise, aren't they?
they are. Really putting pressure on the strikers here, St. Mary's. That's a better pitch.
Nice pitch.
That was a ripper coming through very fast as well.
You can hear strikers there encouraging Jess. That great pitch.
Just looking. Marina Joseph. Looks like a powerful hitter. Haven't seen much of her during the
No, we haven't, have we?
couple of rounds.
But St. Mary's, of course, today with the double.
Wide there. You can hear the wind.
You can hear it, can't you?
Very windy here today at Tracy Village. Here in Darwin. Nice dry
Element of
season day.
unpredictability.
Especially when the ball goes up.
Yes.
Swirls around. So if you're a catcher, oh, that's a massive hit.
It is, and is
Is
it?
she going to get...
Oh, well done.
Jenny Byron.
Jenny Byron made quick work at left outfield and caught that foul ball.
So well done to the strikers. And Jenny Byron, a lot of activity out there in the left outfield over the last 6 rounds.
Just a natural placement for a right-hand batter, isn't it?
Yeah.
To swing that way.
Emma Harvey?
Yeah, Emma Harvey's next up for St. Mary's. Oh, interesting tactic there, Emma.
She come away from it and then just swung back in. Be hard for the batters as well with this breeze.
Yeah,
It's quite strong. That's a good pitch.
that was a
from
very
Jess.
good pitch. You can't not hit those, can you?
So she's just getting her momentum now, Jess Forrest. The utility player for the strikers, of course. Very good all-round player, Jess Forrest.
Yeah, they certainly enjoy having Jess as part of this team. She adds great leadership and direction.
She does. Always talking to her players out there, and that was a good stop by Janelle Shaw as well. Because Way is looking to run home from third base there. There she's going to go now.
She's going to do her best.
She does.
And stomps on that home plate for good
Happy
measure.
with that run.
Yeah, a rare fumble by Janelle Shaw in the catching position. Get St. Mary's their second home run.
Yeah, good start to St. Mary's. Only one out.
Yep. And Emma Harvey facing 2 balls and 2 strikes.
She's connecting them. They're just not going where she wants them to go. Tash Stewart now on third base for St. Mary's.
Surprisingly, I'm not seeing Arnie Carroll Stanislaus around for St. Mary's. She's usually here.
Yeah, she's a
directing traffic.
Coach as well, so some other commitments on today. She tried to pull out of that one, I think, just at the last minute, Emma Harvey, but caught underneath it, had to get bat on it. See Jess's sister on first base, Jazz Morris. See Tash Stewart on third base, just looking for the fumble. Again, foul ball. We've seen in the first round St. Mary's started very well. Probably didn't have a good game last week.
No,
the Strikers didn't start very well in the first round, but had a ripper of a game last week. So interesting to see how these two match up today, which is looking forward to it. And already they've got off to a good start, St. Mary's.
They have. They've looked positive. They're talking to their batters as they come up to home plate. And we know they're going to sneak.
Yeah. Sneak champions. Again, probably could let that one go. But we're not out there batting, of course. So.
No. And she's sitting on 2 strikes, I think, and only 2 balls. We'll have to wait for umpire Bazza to indicate again, but I'm pretty sure she's worried about being struck out. So, yep, 2 balls and 2 strikes. She
3 and 2.
Just a little high, tiny bit too high. So now it's anyone's guess.
Pressure's on both here, the pitcher and the batter.
Oh, that's a wayward pitch, a bit too left. So Emma Harvey advances to first base. Zoe Webb.
It's the walk. And we know Zoe can hit. Very good player, Zoe Webb. Also a good umpire, so we saw.
Oh,
here's the tactic that we've seen a couple of times from St.
That's
there we go.
On purpose to try and get some runners moving bases. And Tash Stewart, it's the next runner home for St. Mary's.
And still only 1 down.
And of course in that, Emma Harvey did advance to second base. Really hard to know what to do when you get a batter doing that as a pitcher, I'm sure.
And St. Mary's is the only team that we've really seen do that over the 6 rounds of the competition. Of course, this is the last round due to COVID-19. They're only having 6 rounds, no finals. Haven't been playing for points, just to get out there and be playing again. The girls have been happy with that. So this is it for the season. Gets hold of it, Mickey Bell. Just couldn't get there.
Made good. Mickey Bell made great ground, but not enough to catch it, unfortunately. So Zoe Webb moves to first, and Emma Harvey is on third, and up steps Tiffany Perryman.
Also a footy player, an ex-teammate of mine for the Palmerston Magpies.
And how does she go with softball then, Tash?
Never seen her play softball, so this is quite interesting. I know she goes all right in footy, so see quite a few football girls out there playing softball. So,
oh no. Zoe Webb made it to second. Bit risky because the strikers were onto her, weren't they?
I think the wind might be playing a bit of a part here.
A guessing game, isn't it?
Jess's pitches. Good throw.
Oh,
Jazz.
Great throw by Lindy Dunn.
That was a
just dropped on first. So with that, Emma Harvey's made it home. And Zoe Webb's advanced to third. And Tiff Perryman's first.
Yeah, of course, on first, Jazz Morris still with that knee injury, so just probably a little bit low, that pitch. Quite bent down for it. But, God, it was a rocket of an arm by Lindy Dunn. Raylene Fijo. First time I think we've seen her.
Yeah, I can't recall seeing Raylene earlier, but she's definitely got the softball stance, hasn't she?
Oh, and there goes Tiff. She's going to make it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Tiff Perryman safely at second.
Yep. you know, it's a big throw for the catcher usually to pick the ball up and get it all the way to second. So they're close to strikers, they're just not quite getting there.
So again, where does she go? What's she called?
Died for it.
I reckon she's a little bit sore as well.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
And Jazz already has a sore knee, so...
Yeah, Raylene Fijo, no questioning her commitment there to the cause.
I reckon Jazz is pointing to her Raylene's knee as well, so all the players are quite concerned. A bit of a timeout here from the game as we see Raylene Fijo. We were just saying it was the first time we've seen her.
Yeah, play for St Mary's so far this season.
Well, their top side. There's another game happening over on the other diamond today. Of course, there's always 2 diamonds here at Tracy Village, but just watching on replay here, just slowly, she's just tumbled. So yeah, she's gone. When she's actually hit, I think her knees hit the ground first and then her body's tumbled over it. So,
and of course on first base you can run through or as long as part of you gets to the base before you get caught or tapped out. So
just
St Mary's obviously tending to the wounded and the striker's taking an opportunity just to
we've got the
talk to one another.
Ice packs just come out. Sure if there's hopefully one of the ladies out there is a trainer, which I think by the way that they're treating her leg there, they obviously know what they're doing.
They're definitely looking at her right leg by the looks of it. At Raylene's right leg.
But she hasn't moved, so
no, there's
here we go.
There's a few laughs, amongst the group. So
getting her up here.
She seems in good spirits at least.
But you can't question the commitment to get to first base, and she knew she had to try and get there quickly because Lindy Dunn thought about going home and then she rocketed it to first base. I think in the end, Amy, was it out or was she actually safe?
I couldn't see the umpire's call. On the replay, it looks like she might have made it. But there is a lot of commotion happening all at one time, isn't there?
We might be able to
Here we go. Some crutches are being run.
We might be able to get another... If we watch closely here, we might be able to see who... If she actually made it safely. So there come the crutches. Here we go. So just watch, just slowly...
I reckon she might be out.
I'm a line ball with that. Jeez.
It usually goes
great camera work there by the guys as well, I must say. But I tell you what, that's a hard call for the umpire, and I don't think that the crutches are... It's a good effort here by the team.
Yeah, they're trying to stabilise her knee, keep it up as her right leg and right knee as they're bringing her off. I think usually though the call goes in favour of the batter in that situation. So. We'll have to see if they put a replacement runner on first, or if they just or if it was out, or they forego Raylene's position.
They just don't hold up. Of course. With the girls. So you can probably hear the chat in the background there, just confirming whether she was safe or out. Jazz Morris on first base has probably got a bit more of a limp now as well.
Yeah, Jazz seemed to have her foot planted on first, but then as Raylene came in to
she hit it.
Make contact, it's
so we're just
shifted.
So she is...
Everyone's got to go back to the way they were, so Zoe Webb's got to go back to third base.
She was out. Lindy Dunn threw the ball. So that was a rocket
And that's the second time we saw Lindy.
Just with the rocket. And she thought about throwing it to home because, of course, Zoe Webb was on third base.
Tiffany Perryman on second.
So we'll keep an eye on, hopefully get an update on Raylene Fijo later on in the game.
So that brings Marta Petty to the plate. And runner for St. Mary's on third and second.
So 2 down, so strikers will be looking with that break, probably just get a bit more composure back into their game.
Yep, definitely. Definitely seem to take the opportunity to talk their tactics and game plan.
I think there's more pressure on as well when you know you're playing against the St. Mary's that will sneak bases. They've got a lot of tactics, I think. It's up, Lindy Dunn in all the
Safe
action,
hands.
and there they are. There's the third out. So strikers just with that break as Baz, our umpire, comes over just to update on a few ones. So we're just confirming here if there was another run, but we'll leave it. So we just heard there that St. Mary's actually took themselves back to third base.
Yeah.
And the umpire thought it may have been a run, but so they've just lost out on a run.
I think, yeah, it was a lot happening, wasn't there, all at once?
Yeah, it was.
So.
Of course, in softball, you don't have the replay, video replay where they can go to. Otherwise, we may have been able to help out. But it was great camera work by
the arc,
by the guys that we are on camera here today. And when they listed the team sheets, Amy, they didn't have a reserve today, St. Mary's. So I'm
curious to see what they're going to do in this situation because, as we said, they're playing the double in round 6, and with their B grade side, I think playing on the back diamond, they're
I think they're just calling for a few of the guys from the crowd to just come and help get Raylene Fijo to a more comfortable position.
and you can already see here on screen we've got Terry Cabillo, coach extraordinaire of Tracy Village.
Yes.
Wording up, maybe buttering up umpire Barry.
Yeah, for the next game?
For the next game, yeah.
Yeah, no, probably just discussing the last incident, maybe, and
that's probably more likely what she's doing. She's
woman of many talents. Terry. So just a bit of
a lull
hold up in the changeover here. I think it might be because they are. What do they do with not having a reserve? Unless they can try and get someone.
Yeah, and because we're not playing, I think, a full season and a full structured competition games and rules, I'm sure if they could find
someone
a nice
that can,
player, they would,
because it is,
as long as it's, you know, someone who's obviously registered and played before.
Do you have a glove? Do you think you?
Well, I've cut my finger, so don't think I'd be much use to them.
If they can maybe mic me up, I might go out there and stand in the outfield. But
they have brought in another. I think her name's Tash. Another Tash in the number 19, because she was coaching obviously the players across the different bases.
Yeah, you're right. So she has come on board. St. Mary's now coming into the field. Strikers. First up is Jess Forrest, the pitcher for the Strikers. Just a few warm-ups here for Lind, for St. Mary's. Just a bit of a pause in play. We had a serious injury in the last innings to Raylene Fijo for St. Mary's, so they just had to call in a reserve. Amy's just finding out now,
sorry.
my expert commentator here for softball.
I called her Tash, and I don't know why I did, because her name is Deb. Deb Butler. I do know Deb.
Deb Butler.
A few years ago, I played with Deb in the B grade. But she's a very dynamic player, so I'm not surprised that she is.
So she's gone to centre out?
Right outfield, I think.
Okay, so there's been a bit of a right outfield, yep.
Yeah.
So Jess Forrest comes up to the plate. Good powerful hitter, so pitcher versus pitcher. We've started this rivalry over the last 6 rounds. Oh, that's a good pitch. So Lynn started off very well for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and Tarian, of course, been very consistent, I think, throughout the games that we've seen.
Big hit.
It's a good hit. Oh,
Perryman just couldn't get there.
Just over her head.
Jess
Forrest has made it to second. And didn't the strikers enjoy that?
Yeah.
You can hear them clapping and cheering in the background. A pro, I think, so.
Yeah, she's been playing for a very long time.
She might lead the way or start this sneaking revolution for them.
I think that's what you're talking about, Amy, with the left-hand batter. Just that ball,
yeah,
it just changes things up for the pitcher. And you can just see
slightly.
with Terry and Lynn, just a bit behind, she swung for it.
She swung, and now we're at 3 balls and 2 strikes. She probably could have left that one.
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
Who we know is a powerful hitter. Also a utility for strikers. We've seen in the first couple of rounds she was the pitcher while Jess Forrest had working commitments.
That's right. She did a great job those. I think it was round 4, wasn't it?
Yep.
Did a great job in round 4.
Very strong arm.
2 strikes. Terry and Lynn looks
She's on today, isn't
sharp
she?
today,
Yes.
doesn't she, so far?
Louise is just picking up again here at Tracy Village for the Darwin softball competition. Round 6.
It's a foul ball, and of course, when you're on 2 strikes, you can have as many of them as you like. We saw that earlier, I think, was it Emma Harvey?
Emma Harvey, yes.
Yeah.
Saints.
I think she had a few fouls sitting on 2 strikes. It was a close one.
Tight
yeah.
one, very tight one, that one. We're right behind. Great camera work here. Terry Lynn winds up, and it's gone straight up. I don't know where that's gone. Ducking for cover.
Oh,
it's just gone
yeah,
behind
it's
us.
reached the bleachers behind us. I thought it was going to come straight back on top of us.
We're not exactly under the tent today. We've been put a little bit back so we can stay in the
we're
shade. So we're not,
exposed.
we're not covered. Well,
A little bit too low and a little bit too close to the batter, probably.
good work by Vivian Way. Oh, sorry, Petty as the catcher for Saints. It's another one that's not happy with the ball. Pitcher,
Yeah.
change the ball.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's got to be a ball, yeah, a bit wide.
So Mickey Bell's done well to come from 0-2.
Yeah, she's definitely made it even terms now. You have to go for that one because that was going to be a strike, I think.
That's just gone over the dugout of the strikers.
So foul ball.
Terry and Lynn. Mind games here. Oh, good hit.
Good hit. Well, there is a...
She's
dropped it Vivian Way. She's just dropped it. And that's... Ooh.
Oh, she's run too far. No.
Yeah, okay. Well, it was actually really a great... it was a great recovery from St. Mary's there.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I think Jess...
Well, I think Jess thought it was going to get caught, and that way she would have to...
she went backtracking, so...
Yeah, usually if the umpire calls infield flight, you have to be back at your base.
Okay.
So I think she was just waiting to see what happened, and then once it was dropped, it was a little bit too late for her to make her move.
Mickey Bell was next to her at one stage.
Oh. Oh no, she's got herself in a situation here. Oh no.
Oh, bad luck, Jess.
St. Mary's trapped her, didn't they?
They did. Bit of cat and mouse with that one, so that's 2 down for the Strikers.
So well done there to Zoe Webb.
No runs on the board.
She didn't have to run either, did she there, Jess? So I think she's just trying to get things moving.
Some runs, just to get some momentum going for the Strikers here. So we know how quickly both teams can score in an innings. So we've got Jenny Byron in all the action in the outfield, of course, for the Strikers over the last 6 rounds that we've seen.
Yeah, very impressive outfielder, isn't she, for the Strikers? And she's earned herself
just
a
that
walk.
left.
Yeah,
that left-hand batter. So Mickey Bell gets herself to second for the Strikers. 2 down.
In comes Lindy Dunn. Now we're seeing Lindy with that quick right-handed spear throw, haven't we? So
she's got a very, very strong
get to look at her batting now.
She didn't flinch, did she?
No, it was very close to her body too.
We've seen her umpire last week as well. We thought that was good quality after she'd played
the game, played the earlier game.
Oh, just a bumble there.
Yeah, not much. Not much. Yeah, that anyone could do about that. It went straight to Zoe Webb on third base, and all she had to do was plant her foot. So Mickey Bell is out, and that's 3 down for the Strikers without adding any runs to their score.
So turn over here. Won't be too happy with the start of that first innings, the Strikers. Looking to bounce back. As we can see, Terry Cabillo there on the left, just rubbing the ball into the dirt. Must be to pick up some grip on it. They must be brand new balls, and in cricket,
slipping out of hands.
Cricket, you get banned for that.
Tampering.
That's like the sandpaper game.
Banned, you get booed.
Never live it down.
Oh no.
We caught you on camera, Terry Cabillo. But no, of course that is allowed. Here just to get some grip, because both pitchers are swapping the balls over a bit, so I suspect they're very slippery, and it is a dry season day here in Darwin, but of course still got the humidity. And very windy. So the first innings is down. St. Mary's with 4 runs.
And they got through their batters, or almost through their batters, I guess. So we're back up to the top of the list. Tarry and Lynn.
Interesting to see just how the Strikers bounce back from this one.
Yeah, I think they'll be looking to make quick work here and not let St. Mary's add too many more runs to their score.
If they can try and get them out without any runs on the board, I think they get themselves
right back in the game.
Yeah, because they just don't want to let them get too many on. Get runs in this innings, otherwise you can start to creep away from them.
So that's 2 balls and 1 strike so far. Jess Forrest facing fellow pitcher Terry and Lynn. We saw that, I think, in the first innings with Tarian as well, didn't we? Just a few balls that
errant
were a bit low and
she's
hit the ground.
Just see Jess's body language. She's not happy with herself here.
Yeah, she's showing signs of frustration.
Such a quality player, and last week with game she absolutely nailed it.
Oh. Terry Lynn risking the run to second,
So Masters just with a fumble there on third base.
Not quite quick enough.
Allowed Terry and Lynn to make second.
You kind of forget sometimes, you think, oh, I've just got to stop the ball, and then forget, oh no, the runner could be advancing, so.
But quickly look up, and I guess you're sort of watching what the runner's doing as well.
You don't want to risk the overthrow or the underthrow, and and just aid their cause either.
So back on Jess Forrest here, pitching to Way. Vivian Way.
Started beautifully with that pitch.
Of course, got herself a run in the last innings, Vivian Way. That's better.
And that's up.
That's better by Jess and
And
done. No.
Oh,
and I think
fell
it's
safely between
between
four
four.
players. I think it was, yeah, Mickey Bell, Lindy Dunn, Tara Harris, and of course,
We can't actually
Jenny
usually
Byron.
hear the chat out there, but I don't think
Yeah.
anyone actually called that one.
No. They all show great commitment to it, but just no one person claimed it.
Tell you what, Jenny Byron, she covered a lot of ground to get where she did in the end.
And they enjoyed that strike. Tash Stewart up at the plate, and runners on first and second for St. Mary's.
Yeah, I think she's a crowd favourite for the St. Mary's crowd. Here, Tash Stewart. That's a good pitch.
So that's 2 strikes now against Tash Stewart. There might be some sort of bet or...
Yeah, with it being the last game of the season, I guess this would be a bit like playing your grand final, and the girls would probably celebrate the season that they managed to have due to COVID.
Oh, she made great contact there. But quick
Just that bounce.
fielding.
Quick fielding by Jenny Byron, but a good
yes.
pick up by Lindy Dunn straight away as well. She had to pick it up on the half volley, and she's just so quick.
So that stopped any advancement, but we've got fully loaded bases for St. Mary's. All bases loaded.
Marion Joseph. Oh, that's a big hit.
It's
Jenny
a big
Byron
hit,
and all
Jenny
the
Byron.
action. She's usually safe.
Yeah,
As I
safe
say
hands,
that,
Jenny.
She's under it, but sneaking home.
On, oh, I think Terry and Lynn, we know Terry and Lynn's made it home, but I think Lindy Dunn was a bit uncertain where to throw it to. She had Vivian Way sneak straight behind her from second to third base, and I think she would have got it had she thrown a third instead.
Of second, so she just slowed up Tash Stewart.
So
Emma Harvey. Maybe just a bit high. That one from Jess Forrest. Good hit. Good pitch, good hit.
Great to see both players show their skills there, but on a foul ball.
I think Emma Harvey was missing last week,
Yeah,
but the week before,
the week before we heard that Emma was undergoing
yes, some cancer treatment.
Yeah, cancer treatment for breast cancer. So remarkable effort for her to front up.
And then
play
Leaf
these
just got in the
games.
way there, the umpire.
And she's thinking, that's what I've got to worry about.
Oh.
It's nothing.
I just love the sportsmanship that we've seen in the rounds, Amy, especially knowing they're not playing for competition points and just getting out there due to the COVID pause that it put on all sporting, of course, during 3 months here in Darwin.
Yeah, the best 3 months too. Oh, great running by Vivian Way.
So she gets her second run.
Slight, very small fumble opened the door for her, didn't it? She takes St. Mary's over to 6.
And not good news for Raylene Fijo, of course, for St. Mary's in the first innings. So
No,
the
just seeing
ambulance
the
is just
ambulance.
coming in behind us here to pick her up. Oh, big hit again.
That'll be the second strike now for Emma Harvey.
She's a powerful hitter. So it's all happening here at
Yeah.
Tracy Village today,
Yes,
Amy, in the last round.
feels like it's the last round, doesn't it, with everything that's going on. And that was a ball, so
She gets the walk.
Emma Harvey gets the walk to first. And of course, Tash Stewart's on second.
Brings up Zoe Webb. Big hitter. So they've already got 2 runs in this innings. They will not want any more, the strikers.
No. And that's a great pitch to signal your intentions of that.
Oh, Mickey Bell just couldn't get there.
No. She's showing great endeavour, isn't she, Mickey Bell? Running for everything. That's
She's very active
up in
out
the
there
air.
in the diamond. That's it. Just dropped at the last minute, I think. The last second just dropped. Love the battle of these two. Every time they come up against each other,
There's some
tactical
sort of
play.
tactic.
Yeah, you can see Jess with a big smile on her face. Oh, Mickey. Oh,
Good
bullet.
catch. Oh.
And good dive there by her mum. She wasn't sure if Mickey Bell let that one go, but the endeavours there again, especially after seeing the injury in the first inning. So they're just making sure she's all right, because of course.
We don't want any more. That first base looks like it's going to cause some trouble today, doesn't it? Just judging by the first 2 innings, but great catch by Mickey Bell, and an equally good hit by Zoe Webb. Unfortunately, straight down the throat.
I reckon it got to Mickey Bell in 1.5 seconds. It went that fast, so it was good reaction time.
And so Tiffany Perryman, your former footy teammate.
Yep.
Just a few loose pitches, so far.
Tash Stewart looking to advance.
Yeah.
So Jess Forrest. Good. Just again, just a bit low.
Yeah, you heard her go, with that little yelp.
Big Tiff, Janelle Shaw is catcher there for the strikers.
Ooh.
Manages to get.
I'm surprised she, that's a problem for St. Mary's, isn't it? They've got 2 runners on first, and it looks like they've tagged Emma Harvey out. So that's 3 outs. And I'm actually surprised there that Tiff hit that, because she was on 3 balls. So had she let another one go, they would have fully loaded bases.
They would have had loaded bases with, I believe, Deb Butler probably coming up.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't seen Deb bat yet. Obviously, she was a late, a late inclusion, but because of the injury to Raylene Fijo, who we're seeing being assisted by the St. John ambulance crew, just off to the right of the screen.
And only 2 runs in that innings for St. Mary's, so strikers will be happy with that.
Yeah. Yep, they could have, as you said, both teams are known to score quite quickly. Yeah, so it could have gone either way, that one, but positive signs by the strikers. It looks like Tara Harris is going to be the first batter up once St. Mary's get their field position sorted.
We've seen her with some big hits as well, Tara. We saw Tari and Lind as well in the first innings. She's pitching very well today. Got a lot of spin on that ball as well. Just watching her in this warm-up here, we're right behind the catcher. Got a lot of movement on that ball. Tara Harris steps up. Strikers need to get a few runs on the board here, get themselves back in this game. Round 6 here at the Darwin softball competition at Tracy Village. She gets under it, weighs underneath it. Takes the catch. That's 1 down already to the strikers. Good hit by...
A great connection there by Tara Harris, but unfortunately...
Brings up a Jazzy Morris to the plate. Jess Forrest's older sister. She's carrying an injury here. She plays on first base, but still a knee injury. Can't run too much on that knee. Strike. So Tarian Lind again started well here, pitching for St. Mary's. Oh, jump at the made her knee move. She's just limping there.
Yeah, certainly doesn't want that pitch to connect with her, does she?
No, not at all. She'd be quite happy if she could get the walk to first base.
Yeah, we saw that last week, didn't we?
She actually managed to get
I think
the
she
walk
got a couple,
run.
yeah. She walked all the way
run.
around.
Yes, yeah, she did. She did, and very happy as well. Always smiling, always enjoying the game.
Yeah, and good on her for being out there, because obviously it's not comfortable. Ooh. I think she thought that was a,
just dropped, I think, as well. Just watching, and that's what I was talking about with Tarian Lynn, just watching her when she was warming up. She's got a lot of spin on the ball, so it drops or it actually curves in. So,
yeah.
Watching the ball movement.
Ooh.
Yeah,
she's doing her best to get there. Oh, she's out.
Just.
Zoe Webb there, who came off third base to pick that ball up, she did take her time to make sure she got the pitch perfect. And you can see poor Jazz limping across the field.
Yeah, she's very sore, that knee.
Well, I think the camera didn't quite show it, but she was limping across the field, so she is sore. And unfortunately, that's 2 early outs for the Strikers. And in comes Hayley Masters. Bit of pressure on Hayley, who I don't think we've seen play for the Strikers yet in the few games we've covered.
I don't recall.
So she could be a surprise packet.
Yeah.
It's probably what they're hoping for.
They do need. And that's just the difference in the game. Last week we've seen the Strikers get the 2 wins on the board, of course. The one before, yeah. But this week they can't seem to get any runs on. It's gone straight to Tash Stewart. Got a good arm.
Who's going, whoa,
bounces it through.
And she's safe, yeah. Tash did the right thing as well. She kind of took her time.
She took the power off the throw as well, but it was just a bit short.
Yep, and poor Emma Harvey there.
So Chloe McNaught.
Strike.
See the ambulance in the background there.
Just backing up. Ooh.
Tash Stewart again. This time she goes to second. And all out.
Yes. All out for St. Mary's. Sorry, it's all out for Strikers, which means St. Mary's will come in top of the third.
Still no run. It's on the board here. Ambulances just trying to manoeuvre out a bit hilly here at Tracy Village Diamond. So 2 innings down, St. Mary's 6 runs, Strikers yet to get a run. We saw an incident in the first innings where Raylene Fijo dived to first base and picked herself up, a knee injury unfortunately, and the ambulance has been called to pick her up, which they are doing now, so hopefully everything is okay and it's nothing too serious for Raylene Fijo for St. Mary's. So start of the third, St. Mary's will come out to bat. Just getting their field set.
Yeah, they
Strikers. So Deb Butler's up.
Yeah, and Deb, of course, I mean, timely. Ambulance is taking Raylene Fijo, and Deb, the replacement player, has her shot at the plate. Oh, it's a big hit, but it's in the air.
Oh, jeez.
Lindy kind of running blindly there with her glove half blocking her view.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, just managed to to grab it as well, so it's a good catch by Lindy Dunn at shortstop. So again, the strikers start the innings with an out. They did in the second innings as well. So they definitely need to stop St. Mary's from getting any runs on the board in this innings, just to keep themselves in the game.
Yeah. And it is their last game for the season, so
And
they'll
again,
be keen.
Lindy, can she get there?
Oh,
No.
not quite.
Tara Harris as well, just in the outfield. With the wind.
It's just propping the ball a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the outfield might need to come just a little bit.
Yeah.
No expert, but just with the wind swirling around, I think the ball gets caught up, then it's just hanging instead of.
And that's what
taking
makes
flight.
Lindy's earlier catch impressive, because
You've seen where it started, but you've seen where she
where
caught
she
it.
had
That
to
was
get it. Yeah. So of course Marta Petty was the batter there, and she's on first. And Terry and Lynn now up at the plate for St. Mary's. Another fly ball.
So I think
here we go.
just caught, and she's under.
Oh,
Well done.
to Tara Harris, who's now looking for the double, because if you remember, the last time Tara took a catch like that, she did a little pirouette.
That's right, and then she did. Did you let her know all about that?
She
that week
even
at work?
admitted it. Yeah, she admitted it to me. She goes, I was just so excited I took the catch. I forgot I could have gone for the double out. So that's what she was looking to do. She's on her game.
So she learnt from last week. Was a good catch last week, I must say, and that one as well. We just said, and it does look like she is standing just that little bit closer in, so she got herself underneath that one, but with the breeze it was a good catch. So 2 down.
2 down, and you might have just seen or potentially missed. Ooh, sorry. Safe.
Good stop by Hayley Masters.
It was a great stop by Hayley, just a little bit short getting it to second. So St. Mary's have runners on first and second. That was Vivian Way with that hit. But of course, being 2 down, Marta Petty has got Taryn Lynn running for her now on second base, because she's got to suit up for catching. Yep.
Tash Stewart has a run on the board already. Big hitter.
Oh, another
That's
big
straight
hit.
under. Can Lindy get there? No. Mickey Bell's going to get there. And she's
Mickey
caught
Bell's
it.
got
Looked like
it. Great
just bubbled
ground.
a little bit of there in the glove, but she's kept it, and that's 3 out.
Yeah, quick. That was a quick.
Gee, she did well to cover that ground there, Mickey Bell. We spoke about it earlier on in the game.
Yeah.
St. Mary's.
Made quick work there, the strikers, didn't they?
St. Mary's just waving goodbye to their teammate as she's put
As
into the back of
Raylene's
their
put into the back of the ambulance.
ambulance.
Cheering, waving. She looks in good spirits though. So
she's watching. You can hear good sportsmanship at this competition. Girls are really enjoying themselves. So Jess Forrest will be up to bat straight away for the strikers.
yeah, and Jess, we saw.
So
St. Mary's trying to get ready to field, but also not wanting to let Raylene go off without a cheer.
yeah,
But yeah, Jess, we saw in the first innings when she was the first batter, really wanted to get the strikers moving, and ended up unfortunately getting herself out, but was carrying that expectation that she wanted to start well for the side,
which she'll definitely do as well, taking it into this innings.
Look, they're only 6 runs down, and
Yeah, the vital thing was that they didn't let them get any runs in that last inning. So if they can get themselves some runs in this innings, then it's game on again. That wind, you can hear the tent above us. It's just so windy here at Tracy Village Diamond. Round 6 of the Darwin softball competition. Tarry and Lynn pitching brilliantly today up against Jess Forrest.
that was a great pitch.
Yeah, I think I'd just swing for everything. I don't think I'd be a very good
No
softball player.
no tactics in that.
No.
Just
She gets it, power hit, Jess, and keeps it low. So you've
Yep.
seen the technique of just bringing the bat down to make sure that the ball
It
didn't go
can't
flying in the air.
risk being caught. Yep.
All in the wrist movement, a bit like cricketers. They
Yes.
practice everything in the wrists.
Yep. She's a very clever softballer. Jess Forrest. Has she played at other levels, do you know?
No, she's definitely represented the NT numerous times. And I do recall at some stage they were asking her to progress down south if she wanted to move, but she's a Darwin girl through and through. She's got the speed here. There's no Shaw. I reckon she's safe. She is.
She's safe. And Jess Forrest is taking the opportunity to get to third base and clapping.
Lifting her team here.
Yeah,
I think
clapping Janelle Shaw for that.
She didn't want to leave, and of course she went 3 seasons ago, started the Strikers team just to start a new club, bring in new players to the game.
To the game. And it was very close there on first base. We have to say it was great fielding.
Here's the short one. So Shaw's going. Yeah. She's made it.
And she's made it.
That's the first time I've seen Strikers with that tactic.
Yeah, it's Mickey Bell there just laying the bat out. It's the first time, you're right, that they've consciously done that.
Oh, Zoe Webb's trying to get there.
Not quite.
Certainly. Geez, the effort was there, but
great endeavour.
Picking up the speed. Mickey Bell, powerful hitter. Runners on second and third, looking to get their first run on the board, the Strikers. It's a big hit. Way is coming in, but I reckon it's going to fall between. Jess is going to go home now, so they've got their first home.
Well done.
And second.
Yeah, well done to Mickey Bell. Jess Forrest is home. Janelle Shaw made it to third. And Mickey Bell, with some commotion going on there, has got to second.
I think what they're trying to do, the Strikers, is put the pressure back on St Mary's here, so it's all or nothing in this innings.
Yeah, I think they know that this is a crucial point in the game.
To swing it around to put the pressure back on St Mary's.
So Jenny Byron next up. It was a great pitch, wasn't it? So you had to swing at that. And it swung at speed.
I was going to say, just the ball movement that Tarian Lynn gets with her pitches. And that's going to go safe. Ooh. But unfortunately... No, that's fortunate because they didn't have a runner on first base. So that's another one home.
That extra work, Janelle Shaw's made it home, but that extra work from Mickey Bell to get to second base has paid off. Yeah, because she's got herself to third now. And of course...
Oh, here
Jenny
we go.
Byron.
So we've got the short one.
Yeah, they're looking to sneak.
Tarian Lynn, so she's got the short bat there, looking, and she does.
And you know, it's perfectly pitched and also caught there by Matapetty, but when you've got a runner going first or second, it's the furthest throw. So
to get there.
Yep.
I just love the tactic because there's not much you can do. Like, you just can't do anything with it.
No.
She did well to get hold of that.
Yeah, that was definitely a cricket shot by Lindy Dunn. So
I reckon she'd go all right batting as well. Cricket.
So Strikers making up some ground bottom of this third innings. That's straight up, I think.
That's gone straight up. So Lindy Dunn.
She's first out though, only the first out. For the Strikers, which means
Tara Harris is
back up. And of course we saw Tara with a good hit in the second innings, but it was caught, so she'll be looking to avoid that one.
Good pitch, good recovery there by Tarian Lynn. Runners on second and third. 2 runs on the board now, the Strikers. That's a good hit. It keeps it on the ground as well, which she needs to do, and there's a fumble.
And she's out, but
Mickey Bell
advanced home.
Geez, that was a close one.
It was very close. Tara did her best to, I think, scurry to first base.
As Morris here, that's one of her young daughters. I just turned around 2 seconds ago and she was trying to get her to sleep and then realised she had to bat. So she's just handed the baby over to an auntie, I believe.
Multi-talented.
And it's quickly run on to bat.
Hopefully she's not too puffed out, but...
Oh,
Talk about commitment.
Yeah,
to
commitment.
motherhood and to
Multitasking at its best.
softball.
3 runs, so they're only 3 behind now.
Yeah, and they've got they've got Jenny Byron on third base. So their aim, I think, will be at all costs to get Jenny home.
Yeah.
Which St Mary's will be cotton onto. But of course, 4-6 really
It would be,
looks, it closes that gap a little bit more mentally.
A lot better, but they're 2 down, so just waiting to catch that one. Wind's picked up again here at Tracy Village Diamond for round 6 of the Darwin softball competition. We've enjoyed calling the season. It's been enjoyable.
She's a bit disappointed with herself there, Jazz. I think she knew she didn't have to swing at that one. It was a little low.
So they're out.
So unfortunately, that's 3 outs now for the Strikers, but a much improved batting innings for them.
So they'll swap it over here, and again they'll be looking as Jazz comes back off just to check the baby and grab her glove. You gotta love community sport. Everyone looks after each other. The kids, the crowd, the umpires, everybody chips
Everyone's
in.
helping, aren't
Everyone
they?
chips in. So can the Strikers keep St Mary's to no runs again? Pressure's on.
Yeah, I think this is Marina Joseph who's going to be the first batter up for the Saints.
So Jess will just have a few warm-ups. I think she's going to come straight up. Yep, no, she's happy. Come straight up. So no warm-ups in between those innings. She's ready to go. I think she's feeling it here, Jess.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep the momentum going because obviously they made very light work of St Mary's last batting.
And I think with the hold-up and the injury time, there is a time limit on the game as well, I believe, Amy. So they'll be trying to speed things up.
Very swirly wind, isn't it, Tashimo?
Bit of dirt just flying through as well, so a bit hard for the bat. I don't think she's got any glasses on, so getting in the eye. That's a good pitch.
That's a great pitch. You hear the Strikers enjoying themselves out in the outfield.
Just with a good arm. It's out.
Oh,
It's
it's
Tara
done.
Harris is underneath it.
Oh!
Unfortunately, she
just hit the top. I think hit her glove and it's rolled out.
did well to cover the ground. And I think they have learnt from that last innings. They are a little bit in closer to do with the swirling breeze, and we spoke about it, Amy. It is once it gets up high, the wind grabs hold of it. It just swirls around. Very, very hard to catch in the outfield or under any sky ball here today.
Certainly not stopping them from trying, but yeah, we've seen a couple of drop catches, haven't we, because of, I think, the wind factor.
You sort of get under it and then you see them reach for it. So
Yeah.
it's just that the ball gets away from them in the swirling breeze at the last second.
So Emma Harvey at the plate for St Mary's.
She's got a power hit.
She does. Unfortunately, not heading in the right direction with these first couple, but
We've seen her dive in the last innings as well, just the effort to get to first base. Showing a lot of courage and commitment as well to be out here, Emma Harvey.
certainly is.
Oh, another one. She gets hold of him. No, it's hit the light.
That's hit the yeah.
Hit the light pole and bounce back into the pitch. The diamond, I should say. Jess be happy with that one. Bit of a raw smile, but she wouldn't be happy with that. Knowing Jess very well, she prides herself on her game.
And she's got Emma where she wanted her 2 strikes, but the last 2 pitches, unfortunately, 2 balls. And Marina Joseph has made her way to third base.
That's Zoe Webb up batting next. She's just giving it to her teammate. They're really, really enjoying themselves, just rolling each other up here. Great to see. Oh, it's a good pitch.
Well, I think Marina might be, she's had 2 outs so far while batting, so I think she's keen to probably make it home.
At the end of the season, I reckon the players would know who ended up with maybe donuts for the whole season. I reckon there'd be a few...
You might have to buy some donuts
involved, yeah, a few fines involved or drinks, I think.
Oh, and it landed safely, which has...
And Marina gets herself home.
But Marina gets home for her first run of the day. Yeah, again, we just saw the 4 fielders.
Just swirled. It was heading to the left,
going in the right direction,
swirled around.
And none of them wanting to take one another out. Obviously, they're all quite close.
Yeah, I've been impressed with that. I think the 3 times it has fallen in between 4 players that they haven't. Just again, marching. I think she's seen movement in the corner of her eye, but it was Terry Kibillo as the umpire moving. I think she was ready to
back into position for umpiring. Yeah. But Emma Harvey did make it from first to second, just with that slight fumble.
And here's the contest that I've enjoyed the most, is these 2.
Yeah.
Zoe Webb is a powerful hitter, and we've seen her rocket it to Mickey Bell in the last innings. Got there less than 2 seconds, I reckon. Did well to catch it. It was a good pitch as well, so there's a lot of...
Yeah, everything was kind of perfectly placed, wasn't it?
Didn't have time to think, really, from the pitch to the hit to the catch. Oh, so just let her walk.
Yeah.
Just...
So St Mary's now with batter on first and second.
1 run in this innings. Strikers still looking to get themselves back in the game, which they did in the last innings. So just again. I wonder if she's... Another ball. Here we go.
Yeah. She's not happy with that one, is she?
No, we've seen the umpire just rubbing the ball in the dirt on the stage, because both pitchers, both teams haven't been happy, I guess, with the grip that they're getting.
Yeah, and it's probably that same ball causing them both issues.
High. Yeah, Jessel. She's getting a bit of advice from her sister on first base there.
Yeah.
Must
have worked.
This is so Italian come. She takes,
and she's given her some more.
Yeah, she takes the team on her shoulders. Young Jess, she's only a young lady, but full of pride and passion for softball and all the sports that she plays. Very good indoor volleyball player as well.
And she's got that ball back that she just doesn't like. So with that last hit going over the fence.
The ball's just rolling back towards us. She definitely pitches differently with it.
Yeah, I think also mentally she just doesn't like that ball, does she?
They're all having a good laugh. Zoe Webb's on first base. She's having a good chuckle with Jazz Morris that's on first base. And
3 balls and 2 strikes, and yep.
Oh
no!
So they've just
strikers
mucked that up.
Everything was perfect, but Emma Harvey makes it home. Lindy Dunn, quick reflexes again, right, to collect that ball, and just slightest overthrow to second with Zoe Webb heading that direction has meant that, yeah, Zoe's made it to second, Tiffany Perryman made it to first, and Emma Harvey made it home.
So 2 runs on this board. They don't have
So
any
far this
out.
innings, yeah. Up is Deb Butler.
Zoe Webb's telling her to hit it in the right outfield.
I don't know how much control. She's saying, I think she's saying go long. Which I guess is every soft, batter's aim. Go as hard and as long as you can.
I reckon she should be getting 1-1.
I think she's going to be cursing this ball shortly.
It does become a bit of a mental thing, doesn't it? I wonder if they're brand new balls that they actually play with each game.
We might have to find out, yeah.
Of course, we've seen in the AFL now they actually break in the balls a bit because of the complaints from the players
yes,
of the new
too
balls.
slippery, can't grip on it.
But they've been playing like that for years, but...
Because I think they're not handling, no one's handling the balls because of COVID restrictions, yeah.
So there's a little walk.
Yep.
Fortunately for the strikers that there was no one on first base, so they didn't get an easy run. But now they've got fully loaded bases, and the catcher for St Mary's comes up. So Marta Petty, not much of her, but I'll tell you what, she's got a good hit.
She's got a great hit. That was a perfectly placed pitch, right in the strike zone.
As a catch, try to get her body out the way, make it look like it wasn't so much a good pitch. I like the tactics that some of
Umpire Barry was not getting sucked in, was he?
These ladies use.
Amada is probably one of the shorter players on the St Mary's lineup, so Jess has been pitching at a certain.
Oh, that's a good
height.
pitch. That's a good pitch. Oh.
Lindy Dunn's under it. She had to.
She called
Hayley
it.
Masters, yep.
She called it. Masters is laughing there.
Yep.
Did you see her laughing? We actually heard Dunn having a great laugh together, but she didn't get out the way, but Dunn held her ground.
Yeah.
That's 1 down.
And I think, given how many times the ball's kind of just dropped, I think Masters wanted to back her up.
Tari and Lynn. Pitcher for St Mary's comes up, so pitcher versus pitcher. No. Webb wasn't interested in that.
No. It would have been a tight
Yeah, I reckon
run home, I think.
probably the right decision.
And with bases fully loaded and, 2 balls,
Only 1
why
down.
not? Why run when you could, and only a couple more balls, probably walk.
Here's the wind. You can see the dirt flying across the diamond. Good hit.
It's a big hit.
He's out there.
Oh.
Falls safely. That's out.
That's out at second, I think.
But Webb gets home.
Yep. Zoe Webb has made it home.
That's her first run on the board, I believe.
Yeah. Yes, it is actually. And unfortunately...
That's 2 down. It was Butler, I think that was.
Yeah, unfortunately Deb Butler has been tagged out at second.
So they've got 3 runs. There goes the sneak. Oh, but she's tried to go the throw. She's did well to catch that.
So 3 runs this innings for St Mary's and 2 outs.
Dunn did very well to catch that. So Vivian Way. Vivian Way up at the plate. Has 2 runs on the board. So he's managed to get home.
if she can make it around, she'll be the first batter. Oh no, sorry, Taryn Lynn's out there, so yeah, both of them on
Potentially
2
get
runs.
3,
yeah.
yep.
It's a great
Strike.
pitch.
Just asking the umpire Baz there.
One more strike and
Pressure's on Jess here. Just casually throws it to
Yeah.
her sister.
very calm,
That's
cool
3
and
down.
collected, and that's 3 down. Which means St. Mary's, yeah, finished innings with 9 runs, three gained.
They got 3 in that one, so the strikers will be looking to bounce back.
Yeah, and it's probably the last. Yeah, I think we're probably up to the last opportunity. So
For the strikers, yeah, of course, the time limit on the games, which the umpire's just coming to check. Of course, we had a hold up in the first innings with a serious injury to Raylene Fijo for St. Mary's.
good to see her giving thumbs up though to her teammates on the way out with the ambulance. So
Hopefully it's just a precaution thing, just to make sure get all the checks done.
So we've just heard there's about 7 minutes left. Strikers, this is their last 7 minutes for the season.
Can they get 6 to draw?
Well,
Can they get 7
there's
to
football
win?
analogies where you can score 5 and 5, right? So
Yep. Nothing is impossible.
Nothing,
You have to do
yeah.
it quickly, but they raced through the last innings actually in the end, so they can score quickly, but I'm not sure if 7 minutes is going to be enough for them. Hayley,
yeah, and Hayley Masters is
yeah,
our
Hayley
first.
Masters up. Just the ball, fortunate with that one, looked like a good pitch. Not a petty sort of fumble there. We haven't seen her with very many fumbles. Not a petty.
No, but if there is a time to fumble, it's certainly when there's no one else out.
No one can sneak
Yeah.
home on you.
Yeah, no one else out on the field for the strikers.
She's connected
She's
that.
connected.
Nash
Ooh,
Stewart
it was a
fumble,
great-
so I think that's allowed her to get to
Yeah, she's got to first.
first.
That was a great low direct hit by Hayley Masters there, and she's advanced to first, which brings in Chloe McNaught.
Hits, but it's up. No, it's going to land safely,
up.
but ooh, that's 2 outs.
It's 2 out. Yeah, it's a double.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
So,
it was Tash Stewart, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Tash Stewart.
Or no, sorry, it was Marina Joseph who's on second, who took the catch and very quickly got it over to first, so that's 2 out.
So just needs a big hit here, get herself home. Just a nod of the head there. She was like that pitch. Pitch versus pitcher, acknowledge each other here. So
It's a big hit.
Gee, she's got a good hit.
Yep.
It's right underneath it, safe.
Ooh. And it was great fielding by St. Mary's, because we have seen hits like that get the runner a little bit further than first base, haven't we?
Second
So-
or third, I think she got herself to last time. Say Janelle Shaw.
One of our 2 left-hand batters for the strikers.
And Jess is going to go with this one. I reckon
Reverse
she's going to go.
fumble.
I reckon
She's
she's going
gonna
to go
go.
all or nothing. Oh, I reckon that would have been a line.
It would have been close, hey?
She would have done a slide. I reckon she may have made it. Yes, she got a lot of pace.
She's very quick, but she has advanced to second base, taken that pressure off. Janelle Shaw just a little bit.
Spoke about last week, Janelle Shaw was related to Russell Jeffrey, Jeffrey family. Sporting blood. A lot of viewers would be familiar with. Can just sneak to third. They'll be happy if they can just get another run, probably. There's not much time left.
No, there isn't. It's a little bit wide there by Terry and Lynn. But so the batter Janelle Shaw's on 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's all or
of
nothing
course,
with this one.
Yeah, if she's out, then
2
that's the
down.
end of the game, yeah. She's tempted.
And she's got the
Yeah,
walk.
it was a little wide. She did flinch, didn't she, Janelle Shaw? But no, she was clever enough to leave it, so she's
Mickey Bell jumps up off the bench.
And now if there's anyone who can hit the ball far enough that to get her runners home for the strikers, it's Mickey Bell.
Mickey Bell.
Bit more pressure though, unfortunately.
You can hear the crowd to get them home. Belly, so... well, what we spoke about, it's gonna lead. So she's done well to stop that. Had a lot of spin on it, and Jess has managed to get herself home.
And she becomes the first dual run scorer for the strikers.
That ball had a lot of spin on it, and Lee was rushing in for it, but she picked it up really, really well.
So Jenny Byron, our second left-hand batter, the strikers. We've seen her connect with a few too, haven't we?
Yeah, there she goes there, but I think that's gonna
unfortunately go straight up, and another great catch.
So I reckon that's the
from
game.
Marina Joseph, and I think that's the game, yeah.
And the game has been called. So the strikers 4, St Mary's 9. St Mary's take that win. And that's round 6 of the Darwin softball competition here at Tracy Village Diamond. Thank you, Amy Blake, for your expert commentary today.
It's great to be here, Tash.
Softball, and look forward to seeing you next week. So welcome to round 6 here, the Darwin softball competition. So St Mary's versus Tracy Village. St Mary's doubling up, batting here. So Terry and Lind. So it's a good pitch by Serena Weatherall Fitz. Seen her pitch very well in the last couple of games that we've played. Terry and Lind. Just a foul ball. Watching that one fall near the canteen behind us. So my expert commentator Amy Blake is just chasing up the team sheet for St Mary's. Just put it in a little bit late. We're going off what they had in the last game pretty much, which I think is
yeah, it's pretty similar, Tash. Sorry, good to be here. We've just been racing around a little bit. Community sport at its best, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Run
is.
by volunteers.
So Serena Weatherall Fitz pitching here for Tracy Village. Good pitch, good hit, connects. Underneath it is right outfield. There's Gemma Scales. That's a good catch. So one down.
And of course, Gemma Scales is the general manager of baseball in T.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you're our expert commentator, Amy.
Well, it helps when you have people like Terry Cabillo giving you some pointers and notes. Yeah,
That's
she
good.
told us that one, I think, last week. And
So
Vivian Way,
Vivian
yeah.
Way. St Mary's, so good start to Tracy Village. Connects it, falls safely just over Nikki Bacon's head. So safely to first base, Vivian Way. Next up is Tash Stewart. So connects that one, manages to get it through. So just the runner was in the way there,
quick,
but she's got home.
But she,
Excuse me.
so yeah, Vivian Way has made it to third.
That was well done.
Oh, another big hit by Tash. Oh. But I think that's Jackie Imber, who was sitting out left outfield. So second out for St Mary's. And Emma Harvey up at the plate. 2 outs for St Mary's. Runner on third, Vivian Way. Great hit. And Vivian Way's the first runner home. The crowd enjoyed that one.
They did. So next up is Marina Joseph, sorry. Just a bit low, that pitch. Very windy here. Oh, it's a big hit, but over the fence it goes. Wrong fence, not the back fence. But that was a big hit. It's round 6. Darwin softball competition here. Tracy Village Diamond. High season day, very windy, very hard to get under a ball. Swirling. Gets up in this breeze. just
And yeah, just a
gets
slight.
through there. So Emma Wilmot, who has a lot of experience. I believe she's up from down south.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
competitions.
teaching in the NT, but is prolific softballer from Melbourne. And of course, with that, Emma Harvey advanced or snuck her way from first to second, I should say. Which is where she would have been, because Marina Joseph has received a walk. And next up is Marta Petty, who is sometimes the catcher for St Mary's, but I think in this game is going to play centre outfield.
Yeah, they've swapped
some
it
changes.
around.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wayward and Emma Harvey did well to put on the brakes there. Quickly get back.
Yeah, and she had Nikki Bacon right on her tail, didn't she? She wasn't going to let her get past.
So Serena's younger sister,
Jai Lee, yeah.
Jai Lee, is out there.
You can see her just standing behind second base in the outfield.
They sent it out. Young up-and-coming player. That lands just short of Nikki Bacon. Which way did she go? To third. So that's
3 out.
3 out. Changeover. 1 on the board for that innings for St Mary's.
Yeah, so a bit trapped there, weren't they, with that that placement?
Yeah, not much you can do with that.
Marta did well to connect with it, but fell right there, and no matter what they tried, they were gonna go out.
So of course after this they have a 2-week break. Just talking to the girls after the earlier game, because of in Darwin here there's 2 long weekends coming up, so all teams agreed that they would have 2 weeks off and then restart again after that.
Oh wow.
So I believe after the 2-week break there's 3 rounds left.
And have any of them managed to convince you to join their their teams, Tash?
Yeah, I've had a few offers, but of course commentary commitments come first. But it has been good to get down here and of course promote the competition. It is a good competition.
Yeah.
Looking for new
Friendly
players, of course, and
Yep.
great sportsmanship there. Everyone sticks around and supports the other teams that are playing. And
they're umpiring, as we can see, some of the Strikers players standing at first and third base umpiring.
so this is where we go. Marina Joseph is pitching for the first time for St Mary's. It's the first time I've seen someone apart from Tarian Lynn
Pitch for
pitching.
the Saints, yeah.
Mm.
And of course, Tarian Lynn is catching. So, wow, the wind.
Okay, since September, so we're just
Wow,
getting the
yep.
inside info. We appreciate the info that we get.
Yep, we've got Zoe Webb's mum to the left of us, who does a wonderful job as the official scorer for the Saints.
Week in, week out. Again, as we spoke about the volunteers, geez, if anything, Tarian Lynn with her pitching, she just threw that from the catcher to second base in about 2 seconds. So I think that helps.
So
when you've got a strong arm.
Yeah, Tracy
she
Village
was
should be
able-
careful sneaking bases then, hey?
And we know that they love to sneak bases
Both
as well.
these teams do. It's battle of the sneakers.
Gemma Scales is up for Tracy Village.
Beautiful first pitch to start with, a strike. Two strikes.
Gee, she gets on power. She's got the hop and
Yeah.
everything in that pitch.
Yeah, well, now we know why Marina Joseph has been called into pitch.
Wow.
And then I put the moz on her.
Yeah, the commentator's curse. Oh, renowned for it.
Yeah.
Had very good feedback from the girls, enjoying the games being telecast. They're able to watch
Ooh.
themselves and pick up on a few techniques and things that they can
Yeah.
work on as a team and as
And we-
individuals.
And we should give a shout out there to NITV and all the softball NT who obviously come together to work with Kick Digital, one of the local providers. to set up this service.
Yeah, it's been very good, and the feedback, as I said, has been very positive. Girls appreciate it, and we also like to thank the people that help us as well, make sure that we can
We get our notes.
call the game. It's been enjoyable.
So this is young Jiley Weatherall Fitz, who's at the plate for Tracy Village.
Yes,
The
junior,
younger
I
sister,
believe.
yeah,
Yep.
the younger sister of Tracy Village's pitcher Serena Weatherall Fitz.
She's got an arm on her.
Yeah.
Marina Joseph flying through. Just a little bit wayward at the
Yeah.
moment.
And, you know, maybe a little bit rusty if she hasn't pitched much in a competitive sense since September.
September.
So 3 balls and 1 strike.
Big break.
And that's her 4th ball. So Jiley will advance to first, sends Gemma Scales to second base.
And here comes the powerful hitter.
Yeah. So that's what usually, you know, 3rd batter up, 4th batter are your best batters.
Yeah, your power hitters.
Yeah.
If you've got loaded bases that you sort of anticipate
Yeah.
coming in at 3rd or 4th.
And also,
Oh, that's a good pitch. Geez, that was fast. I'll tell you
it's-
what, if we had a speed gun on that.
you'd be doing 130 down the Stewart Highway,
Oh.
heading to Catherine.
That is fast. Oh, she pulled out. She pulled out. So just asking the umpire at first base, I think, just how
Yeah.
far that swing went.
He's called it a ball.
It's enticing here.
It
Of
is.
course, Nikki Bacon, a lot of experience, played over college softball in America.
And he's on coaching national team. Coaching development, sorry, national team.
The ex-CEO only stepped down in June. Just got a bit of confirmation here.
Right. Yeah, it looks like Emma Harvey on first. It's questioning the count being shown by umpire umpire Barry
Baz.
Moriarty.
So I believe it's 2-1.
Two competitive sides here. Neither wanting to give an inch either, even when it comes to
Good
the
for
umpire.
Terry Cavillo, the coach, Tracy Village. Not
Yeah, a little bit of confusion.
quite sure what's going on here. There's a lot of discussion. Nikki Bacon's just...
Yeah, and if anyone knows the rules, it's going to be Nikki Bacon, but also the umpire, isn't
Yeah.
it? So let's see what he says. Two
2-1.
balls and 1 strike.
So what we've got on the screen here.
Foul ball.
Just calming herself down.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit fired up at the moment.
She
Nikki.
is. And this is the position that St. Mary's won her in, facing 2 strikes.
Oh, and they got a sneak.
Yeah, they are.
Good work by Scales and young Weatherall Fitz, Jiley.
Yeah, they advance to 3rd and 2nd base, which takes a little bit of the pressure off now, and Nikki Bacon is facing 3 balls and 2 strikes, so let's see.
She's got such a powerful hit. So just bounces that through, so
Oh,
she's running, so they're okay because they got no one on second.
Gemma Scales and
she's gonna
Jiley's
look at her
Weatherall
pace, get her
Fitz is making-
through.
Yeah, she's quick-footed. The youngsters made it home too, so that's 2 home for Tracy Village.
They just had a bit of confusion there. St. Mary's thought that there was a runner on first. There wasn't.
No, because they had snuck the previous ball. So Emma Wilmot, a huge hitter.
Huge, you can see, because St. Mary's centre out has gone all the way back, as far as you can go back, ready for a hit.
Yeah, Marta Petty, centre outfield.
Oh, she's could let that one go.
Yeah. And that's what I think what I was starting to say, Tasha Lee, was you want your best batters in at third and fourth, because even if you've dropped two, they're your chance at salvation. Yep. So hopefully you've got your bases loaded or semi-loaded and they get you home. But if you're two down, then they can get you out of a tight spot.
That stays in, so it counts. So
does.
Nikki Bacon's going to get herself home.
She's rounding home.
Excuse me.
She's the third batter up and the third batter home for Tracy Village.
Very good start.
So Jackie Imber up at the plate for Tracy Village, and Emma Wilmot obviously on first base.
Got no one down yet for Tracy Village. So she's connected that, kept it low as well.
Yeah, looks great.
So Emma Wilmot's got herself to second.
And Jackie Imber's first.
And Jackie, here comes Cara Tweedy, who can hit the ball as well. So they've got a lot of power hitters, Tracy Village. Oh, that's just stayed in.
Stayed in before it's rolled out.
Look at the swing on it. So there's going to get another two home here. It's a big throw.
They don't look like they're going to stop. Oh.
And Zoe Webb tried to stop it there.
That's creative, yes.
Snuck to second.
Yeah, so Emma Wilmot and Jackie Imber, the runners home. And that huge throw coming in with Zoe Webb doing her best to stop it with her glove without actually having her hand in the glove.
Yeah,
it's
very
creative.
Entertaining. I like watching Zoe play. Very good umpire as well, as we saw last week.
Yes.
When Barry, umpire Baz, was obviously had other commitments on.
It's a family affair down here today.
Yeah,
there's
a few babies.
Yeah.
Lots of kids. Lots of players that have hung around. It's good to see.
So Melissa Nixon, Melissa Nixon is the batter.
We've seen her get a few runs on the board as well. Last couple of weeks, hits that one. Cara can stay where she is.
And
she's
out.
Just managed to hold on to that one. Emma Harvey.
Yep, well done. She had to get down low for that, but she helped St. Mary's get their first out. So Janet Sinclair.
Yes, a lot of experience here. Janet Sinclair. Won't be happy with that. She's taking a bit of a walk. She's been playing for a long time. Janet Sinclair. Two of the foundation clubs.
That's
Softball,
up in the air.
Straight up. Tash Stewart's underneath it. Safe hands. Takes the catch. It's two down for Tracy Village.
And things are just turning in St. Mary's favour a little bit now towards the last few pitches.
They had to turn it around, so Serena, whether it all fits.
They did, yeah, because we're at the bottom of the Tracy Village batting lineup.
Pitcher versus pitcher. It's a good pitch.
Beautiful pitch.
Good wind up again.
Ooh.
She's got her into it, so she swung.
It's two.
It's two. Oh, it's a good hit.
A great hit.
But even better, the run out there by Vivian Way. She covered the
Collected
ground
on the bounce, didn't she?
quickly.
Yeah.
We've seen that a couple of times from Vivian Way. Very good left out fielder.
So Gemma Scales are back to the top of the Tracy Village batting lineup. Gemma's already made it home in this innings. And that's a quick pitch. She did well to get bat on that, but it was a foul.
I'm just impressed with all the girls that are managing to get bat on these pitches.
Yeah. I wonder how Marina's shoulders feel at the end of a game, pitching.
She's got such power. Oh, and sneaking.
Serena Weatherall fits, yep.
Well done.
Because as you said during the warm-ups, we saw Taryn Lynn, who's the catcher for St. Mary's, get that ball very quickly over to second base.
She did.
Another foul.
Come right up.
Thank goodness it's a high fence, hey Tash. I think we'd be in trouble otherwise.
Yeah. I wouldn't sit here otherwise. Not with the speed that ball goes. So good work. Good stop.
Well done.
Good stop. So that's all out. That was a good pickup by the pitcher and Marina Joseph. So they got 5 runs in that innings. Tracy Village, so good start to them.
Yeah, very quick off the mark. I think all their I think it was their first 5 batters who got home. So yeah, their first 5 batters got home.
Their scales were all fits. That was Jiley, Nikki Bacon, Emma Wilmot, and Jackie Imber.
Yeah, so St. Mary's did well to regroup because they were looking like they were going to steamroll their way through.
We're looking to bounce back here at St. Mary's. So Tiff Harriman looks like she's first up.
Yep, that's who we left off with in the first innings. Tiff obviously doing some good work on second base, but will be the first batter up. You see umpire Barry Mariotti just cleaning home plate.
Yeah, very windy here. We can't see it on screen, but it's a dry season day here in Darwin and very, very windy and swirling, not necessarily one direction, it's just swirling around. So Tiff.
Great first pitch from Serena Weatherall Fitz.
A totally different style compared to Marina Joseph. But you've seen her
Wry smile there by
rocket
Tiff
it
Perryman.
through.
So 2 strikes.
Good pick up as well by Serena, straight to first. So Tiff
Yeah, easy underhand.
had the
Sorry,
pace,
underarm
probably needed her to fumble there because Tiff Perryman definitely has a bit of pace on her. So fortunately that's 1 down already and brings up Zoe Webb, a powerful hitter. Strike. Nodded her head. Knows that was a good pitch.
She knows, yeah. No shame in leaving the first one though sometimes.
Probably could have left that one.
Yeah. And just easy
2
work,
outs.
yeah. So far. Just the Serena Weatherall Fitz, great pitching, but also the hits are going straight to her, so she's very easy,
In the thick of it.
easily collecting them and getting them over to Janet Sinclair on first. So Claire Moran.
First time we've
Yeah.
called Claire. No runners on bases. You only usually see that when they're trying to sneak bases, St. Mary's.
Yeah, might have just been a tactic to put young Weatherall Fitz off her game. But she did well.
Looks very experienced here, Claire. Ooh.
So that's 2 strikes. And that's 3, and just like that.
They're out, so Tracy Village are on their game.
Yeah, they're making easy work so far, aren't they? They're making good, starting with good pitching, I think. That's certainly helping. And just being ready, like we saw in that first innings, just very quickly being able to collect balls and get it over to the right place. So we've just heard St Mary's say they're switching fielding positions.
So 2
to 8 and 8 to 2. So Terry and Lynn, the catcher, is going to move to centre outfield. And Marta Petty, who we've seen do a fair bit of catching this season so far, is going to move
So they've just
from
swapped
centre
them
outfield
around.
to catching, yeah.
So Marta's obviously said, "Nut, put me back into catcher." Too much running out there in the outfield.
Yes, yeah, and you know, we've seen Tracy Village in that first innings really try to slog the ball, so maybe Terry and Lynn has been forced, or maybe she fancies herself as a bit of a runner.
St Mary's have a new catcher, Marsha Petty's catching.
Thank you. Letting us know the changes that are going on. Brings up Jiley, whether all fits. Got herself a run in the first innings. 5. Oh, that's a good pitch.
Yeah, we didn't see her intimidated in that first innings, so hopefully
Marina Joseph. Ooh, probably just
A
like
little
that one.
low, yeah.
Just.
so hopefully the youngster holds her ground again, but she's up against a very good pitcher, Marina Joseph. It's 2 strikes and 1 ball.
Just watching Nikki Bacon warm up. She's just actually going in time with pitcher because
And that's 3.
it's the speed. I think there's catching a few of these players.
Perfect start for St Mary's. Strikeout. And that's 1 batter down and out for Tracy Village. Let's see if it's worked for Nikki Hay.
Yeah, she was just working on her timing with it. I think it did, but there's
That's-
the change.
Oh. And that's why I think Tarian Lind might be out there. She's quick, isn't she?
She is quick.
When we see her run bases or sneak them even, yeah, she's
very quick. And that's where a lot of the hits have been going as well for Tracy Village, just straight down the middle there.
Yeah, some of the teams have seen their big hits go off to the left, but yeah, they seem to be quite centred.
Emma Wilmot. So another big hitter.
And you
Nikki
can see
Bacon's-
Nikki, yeah,
she's
flirting
on the
with
move,
it.
isn't
Yep.
she?
She on first base over there. She's flirting with the idea, just waiting for her stuff up.
Oh, it's going like a rocket.
Yeah,
Beat the infield straight out to
and
Lynn.
and I think that's where the advantage is, because Nikki is so quick off the mark. Even if that ball had been stopped closer to second, she probably would have made it.
Sucking in the big ones already. She got around there pretty quickly.
It was a perfectly placed hit by Emma, low along the ground and with speed. So Jackie Imber is
But
the
again,
next
Lynn
batter.
out there in the outfield did well to cover ground and get the ball in.
Yeah.
And Emma only made it to first base.
Ooh. Both Marta Petty and Emma Harvey trying to make up ground to catch that foul ball.
Very hard to run in that gear as
Yeah,
well.
and in the process of it, yeah, she's lost a few straps, but that's okay, she's fixed that.
So, Jackie Imber. Tracy Village gets hold of it. Zoe Webb's underneath it, safe
Yeah.
hands.
Good catch there. She had to
Having a
kind
laugh.
of
Nikki-
reach over the top of
yeah,
Nikki
Nikki
Bacon.
was holding
yeah.
the ground.
So 2 out.
And
for
Wilmot
Tracy Village with no...
gets a runner.
Yeah, so young Jiley Witherall Fitz is going to come in
You'd
for
put
the
your fastest
catcher.
player out there, wouldn't you, as a runner?
You would. Every every opportunity. And also the fact she's only recently gone out, so she's not due to bat anytime
She's
soon.
very quick.
So Cara Tweedy. Oh, just through the legs
the
of
power.
Tash Stewart.
So Nikki Bacon gets home.
Yep, she's the first dual run maker for the game and for Tracy Village, obviously. But yeah, we just saw Tash Stewart just got through her legs, and had it not, I think they would have been out.
They would have been
got
out.
To second easy.
And she's covering her face as well. The girls are just her teammates. In a nice way, just letting her know, big smile.
And Melissa Nixon, who I think was one of the first batters out in the first innings. She's at the plate now with a runner on first and second for Tracy Village as well. Bit of a
Slipped out.
few loose, yeah, just a few loose ones by Marina Joseph.
I asked Jess Forrest in between the games, of course, there's double header here that St Mary's are playing, and she didn't like the grip of one of those balls out there. She said it is a lot different to the other one.
Yeah, so it makes sense then why we've seen pitchers switch balls.
Just, yeah, they keep asking the umpire to switch them over.
So fully loaded bases, or all bases loaded for Tracy Village, brings Janet Sinclair into the mix.
Another clever player, so interesting to see what tactic she goes with here. Jai Lee Wetherall Fitz is on third base. She's very, very fast, so doesn't need much to get herself home.
Oh, it's foul. Everyone goes back to where they came from.
So two very experienced teams against each other here with St Mary's and Tracy Village. St Mary's in the green and gold.
Yeah, famous colours of St Mary's. Likewise, Tracy Village, red and blue with a little bit of yellow.
Yeah, Sporting Club's
That's
been
up.
around for as long as I can remember. And that's a good catch taken by Tiff Harriman. She's happy with that one as well. Tash Stewart's letting her know all about it, but that was a good catch. She managed to keep her eye on it. And as I said, just with the breeze, it swells around a bit and it sort of caught her, but she managed to catch it. So they're all out. Tracy Village only got one run on the board, so St Mary's would be happy with that.
Yeah, for sure, because that first innings they gave up 5, so
You don't want to be playing catch up. We know St Mary's can score quickly as well.
yeah, unfortunately they haven't really had the opportunity to because so far both times they've batted, Tracy Village have fielded exceptionally well and pitched also very well. Serena Wetherall Fitz, so have got on top very quickly.
She's on top of her game today, Serena Wetherall Fitz. We've seen her swap out with Janet Sinclair last week in the last game that we saw of St Mary's. I mean, Tracy Village.
And we're just seeing the pitcher's mat and the pitcher's plate getting adjusted. I think it might have slipped or was in the wrong spot for a little bit.
Good pick up by the players. A bit of a meeting here for the infield. Few tactics, getting around each other, encouraging each other.
And Tarian Lynn, she's our first batter up for St Mary's.
Got herself 2 runs in the previous game. Of course, they've got the doubleheader, gets all on. Cara's got a strong arm, bounces it through.
Fast.
I reckon she's safe.
Safe, yeah, the umpires called it safe.
I reckon it was the bounce in the end that probably gave her the time to get there.
Yeah, she's quick. We've seen her scurry.
Seen that a lot in the game so far. They bounce it to the bases rather than just the full throw, especially first base.
Yeah, I think sometimes the risk of overthrowing it.
Yeah, okay.
Might put
Outweighs
you,
the, yeah.
But also more controls, yeah.
So again, Nikki Bacon just went the wrong way, caught her out. So they're safe on all bases there. Nikki Bacon just shaking her head. She knows that she went one way and the ball ended up going the other, so it got past her.
Yeah, it's unusual for that to happen. So St. Mary's have got a run on first and second. And we did see this, I think, earlier in the first innings. Oh, here we go. Tash Stewart's setting up.
Here's the experience. Setting up for the short one. And can they sneak? No, they don't. Not this time.
No.
Emma Wilmot was up quickly.
I think Serena Weatherall-Fitz gave away the ball knowing that Emma would be better than a grubber.
Yep.
Going through the catcher's hands.
Ooh,
big
does it
hit.
stay in? Is she going to get there? Oh, that's a good catch.
Wonderful. Outstretched left
Jackie Imber.
left arm catch by Jackie.
Wow. That was a fantastic catch.
And Tash Stewart, there's
You-
nothing she can
yeah,
do
yeah.
about that, can she?
That's one of the best catches we've seen, Amy.
For sure. So one down for St. Mary's, but they've still got a runner on first and second.
Emma gets herself out of the way. What St. Mary's want, they need to get some runs on the board in this innings. So that's good.
Up in the air.
Oh, there we go, just behind the guys working their magic here with the cameras. I was watching for that one because we're not protected by the tent this time. We won't see it till the last minute. If it does drop on us, touch wood, it doesn't.
Imagine if you caught it though, Tash. They'd sign you up before you
Yeah.
got out the front gate into the car park.
With my dodgy fingers from playing footy all these years, I reckon it would probably break one of them.
Yeah, it came with some speed too, that one, didn't it?
We've seen Emma Harvey both games, the previous game and this game. She definitely connects with them. Got the power, and that one's.
Yeah.
And they managed to sneak both bases there.
Yeah. So Tarian Lynn advances to third and Vivian Way is on second. And it wasn't even anything St. Mary's had to tactically do there. I think it was just poor Emma Wilmot didn't stop it. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little low. Well placed over the pitch, just a little low. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's well done to Tarian Lynn. She gets home with that pitch going over the catcher's head and helps St. Mary's advance to 2 runs. Tracy Village on 6. Vivian Way on third. St. Mary's. And Emma Harvey on first. In comes Marina Joseph.
Oh,
Huge hit,
that's
just in the
gone
wrong
in
direction.
trees. Wait for that one to land. Not
I think
quite
it
sure.
might have gone into the softball diamond behind us. Probably doesn't count though.
So Terry Kibelow's got up. She's going to take it upon herself to go find it.
It's not like footy though, where if you lose a football into the crowd, you don't usually get it back.
No.
I think here, people wanting to get it back. I thought that was a very nice pitch.
Yeah, I thought that. But umpire thought differently. Umpire Baz. Just past Serena. Nikki Bacon couldn't get to
Let
that
it
one.
through. And Vivian Way makes it
Jai
second
Lee.
runner home.
Lee with a good pickup out in the outfield.
Second runner home for St. Mary's, and they're slowly closing this gap here. With only 1 out.
That was Lind that got home, wasn't it?
Vivian Way, sorry. Lind made it home the batter before. So Marta Petty comes up, and St Mary's got runner on first and second.
They're getting the run just to peg it back a little. St Mary's.
A little bit too high, I think, for Marta. Foul ball. And you could see Marta made great contact with the pitch, just in the wrong direction. And she had her runners well off their bases, ready to go.
Ready to go.
Because they're forced to run now.
You can hit the crowd.
And she's laughing too.
They've got their other team that just played earlier, of course, behind us supporting. So they're great players have stayed back to cheer on their teammates.
Oh, that's great. And they're hanging it on poor Marta.
Tiff Perryman is up next.
I love the way she's walking
Look.
so sullenly. She's not discouraged though. So that's 2 out for St Mary's. And Tiff Perryman comes in. Pressure's really on now, the runners, to try and advance.
Sorry for that one. Tiff's look on her face was a bit close to the
Yeah.
body.
She's lucky she sucked it in, I think. That t-shirt, the wind's billowing.
So Serena, whether all fits, good hit, gets it to
And that's an easy
Bacon,
one.
too close.
Yeah.
So they're all out, but managed to peg one back.
2 back, yeah.
2, 1. Yep, 2.
Yeah, 2 back there, Tarian Lynn and Vivian Way. Vivian Way becoming the first dual scorer, run scorer for St Mary's. So Tracy Village leads 6-3. And they're about to come into bat.
Bottom 3. So Terry Gibello, the coach of Tracy Village, is coming over to find out.
Yeah. Obviously too busy coaching.
Yeah,
She's not keeping track of things, but can't blame her. They've been busy in the field as well as with the bat. Tracy Village looking sharp in this game. St Mary's, of course, Tash playing the double in round 6 today.
Yeah, I tend to like the idea of a double header.
Yeah, they had a good.
Rotating through the teams that each have a double header each weekend, each Saturday.
Yeah, I think it certainly gets you into the swing of things, and you know there's some tactics that have to be involved with how much energy you conserve or what your aim is. You know, we saw St Mary's sneak quite a few bases in their earlier game. They haven't really had the opportunity to do that too much in this one.
No, not so far.
No, you know this Tracy Village outfit's very sharp and on the ball.
They'll be looking to.
Marta Petty, the catcher of St Mary's, is having a few issues with her headgear, her helmet.
Be looking to get quick outs here. St Mary's get themselves back into the next innings. Picked up a bit of momentum in that last inning, St Mary's. It's a wayward pitch.
Serena Weatherall fits.
Ooh, cool. Get away with that one. There's no runners yet on the bases.
Even Marta thought that one was funny. She had to get up and collect the ball, but she thought it was funny.
Oh.
I think Marina Joseph's laughing a bit too much there. So she's...
Composure, that's it. Yeah, she's on 3 balls.
Yeah, Serena Weatherall's doing well to watch the balls so far.
That's a strike, yeah. That was a good pitch, good recovery.
And I did just jinx it, didn't I? For saying that.
Pitcher versus pitcher, of course.
Oh, she's worked her way back into this, hasn't she?
Right back in. So what does young Serena Weatherall-Fitz do? She's got to go. She does.
She does. Things are certainly heading in that direction.
She needs to go back. She connects that. She's got a bit of pace too, but Tash Stewart has a good arm. No,
Ooh.
She's got there safely.
Yeah. And of course, first base.
Oh.
No, it's right. First base, Tash, as long as you run through the white base, it counts. So the other bases you're not allowed to run through.
Yep, you've got to stay.
Base, yeah. So as long as she's passed through the right section, she's fine. So Gemma Scales, as we said, General Manager of Baseball NT.
Pulled out of that one.
She certainly knows what she's doing.
Good leave in the end. Oh, good hit, but she's going to get herself. No, just a fumble there. She's safe.
Yeah, fumble at right outfield, unfortunately, for St. Mary's.
So young Jiley Weatherall-Fitz. Heard.
You can hear Terry Cabillo giving her some great instruction there about something about the first strike, and it sounds like she was telling her to swing at it if it's coming in for a strike, swing at it.
Yeah, with the broadcast of these games, someone like a junior like Jiley can actually watch the replays and work on her technique or just little aspects of her game, and I heard that she did that after last week.
Oh, did she? That's good
yeah,
to know.
so which is good, and the girls have never had this opportunity before, so it's exciting for them. It's new.
It's great that they're taking it, and free resource for them.
And enjoyable, of course. These girls have got family all around Australia, and they get the opportunity to actually watch them play.
Yeah, and especially in times we're currently living in, where seeing your family isn't an easy task right now.
No, you don't get to go down the south as much, so they're going to sneak here.
She's dropped it, so
she's got. Oh. So just and as
her sister gets home, so we know where all fits. This first runner home for
just make sure that she's all right. It's hit her. I don't know where it hit her. I think it's hit her on the jaw or the neck.
Yeah. She's tough. She's a tough little thing. She's quick.
She's not out. I think she's hurt.
I think she's just hurt. Yeah.
Did you call her out?
She was out for strike 3.
No worries.
Drop third strike with first base occupied.
Okay.
Makes one out.
So one out. That's not home then. That doesn't count as a run.
No. No, I think Serena Weatherall-Fitz still got home.
So her big sister's just run over to make sure that she's okay. It was a strong throw, and I thought it got her shoulder, but she was holding the side of her neck, and if it has, that's
got to hurt. Yeah,
concerning, because there's not much of her, but just hope that she's okay. Young player.
Yeah, I think she's put some ice.
And good sports straight away when St. Mary's, as soon as she come off, one of their players that was on the bench got the ice out straight away. And she's just got hit, so it's just got through the bat.
She's smiling.
The helmet, and it just comes behind us. Hopefully she's all right. She's given a thumbs up. She said she's fine. She's tough. They breed them tough at Tracy Village, don't they, Cara? Yeah, we'll get the ice on that. But I think it's just snuck under the helmet. Bacon's up. So Nikki Bacon's up, powerful hitter. So we're just letting our guys know just to adjust the score. It was a bit of confusion with the last batter, just exactly what happened. That's gone straight to Zoe Webb. She's fumbled the ball again. You don't see that very often from Zoe. And Nikki has got herself to first base. Runner on third, Gemma Scales.
So Jylee, from what I understand, Tash, Jylee Witherell Fitz, third strike, swung at it, and usually, and the catcher has to catch it. It looked like Marta fumbled it, but the umpires called it as a catch. But in the meantime, with the extra throw, Serena Witherell Fitz has made her way home.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Amy was not quite sure what had happened there, but...
Yeah, I haven't seen a replay, unfortunately, but just trying to recall everything that happened. It was quite quick.
So that run, of course, does count. So Emma Wilmot up here for Tracy Village. Big hitter. See the outfield right out. That time she just managed to get hold of it. They're fortunate they can...
Oh,
and now there's the overthrow.
That's
so
the bit that Gemma Scales was waiting for.
What does Nikki do? Nikki stays on third. So Gemma, their second run.
Yeah,
for the game.
And Zoe Webb from St Mary's did the right thing there. She wanted to wait to see what was going to happen, but unfortunately, a bit too powerful with that throw. And a little bit, I think, a little bit short of first base.
Jackie Imber up batting now. We've seen her take a brilliant catch in the outfield. Probably one of the best catches
we've
I've
seen,
so far. Broadcasting the Darwin softball competition here, the ladies competition. Foul ball.
She pretty much hit that towards where she took that catch. So
runner on first, runner on third. St Mary's will be hoping that they can stop Tracy Village from getting any more runs. Bit high, that one. Oh, she's got hold of that, and that stayed in, so that counts. So Nikki Bacon gets herself
home. Yeah,
another run. That's three. She's
3 from 3 innings. 3 with lots of batting.
She'll be pretty happy with herself. Probably even goes to show the batting talent that Tracy Village have here.
Yeah, they've got great depth with their batting. And speaking of Cara Tweedy, who's up at the plate, she's known to slog a few.
Just wide. Just strong, straight through Tash Stewart. She's fast there. Short stop, but got through. Emma Wilmot has got herself.
She didn't even look up, did she? She just round the corner on third base and kept coming.
That's the pressure sometimes you've got to put on the outfield as well. Just
let them know that you mean business.
Oh, I think Terry Kibillo was just... shouting a few instructions there. I'm not quite sure what.
So
we had Cara, so I think there's been a change a bit in the batting. Because after Cara,
yeah, it's usually Melissa Nixon, isn't it?
So we've got a change in here. I reckon this is Georgia Barrett. Yes.
There you go. Well picked up, Tash. Foul.
Good power on that ball.
Yeah, Marina Joseph has been, as we said, first time pitching since September last year, so she's certainly giving it a good go.
That's a good pitch.
Strike 3 and out.
Good pitch.
2 out now for Tracy Village.
Janet Sinclair.
Yeah, I don't think Janet's made a run yet today, has she? Unusually.
No, unusual for Janet. A little bit wide.
Tracy Village, of course, got runners on first and second base. Jackie Imber and Cara Twitty. That's a strike.
High.
Good reflexes by Marta Petty, catcher for St. Mary's. Because they're the type of ones that
You'd like you get the sneak the bases through.
100%.
That's what they don't want. Keep themselves in the game here, St. Mary's. Even Janet wasn't sure of that one. It was called a ball.
Yeah, so 3 balls and 1 strike.
And walks. So they're going to have loaded bases. And young Serena Weatherall Fitz.
Who started the batting, I believe, this innings. This third innings for Tracy Village. Comes back in.
She did and got herself home, I think.
She
in this
did,
one,
yeah.
Didn't she? Yep. Strike. That was
Strike.
good pitch. With fully loaded bases, St. Mary's pressure's on. They don't want them. Let Tracy Village get away here. Tracy Village get a few more home. That's pushing that score margin.
Does, yeah, makes it hard.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yeah, she watched that perfectly. Just
Very
didn't
big
go.
hit. The catcher there, Marta Petty, is having a bit of a laugh with her. She comes back.
Marta's done a great job catching since she switched over in the second innings.
Good camera work there, just watching that. She gets hold of it, goes to the outfield way. He's going to pick it up.
Safe.
And the home run.
Yeah, well
Another
done.
run to
Jackie Imber.
Jackie has her second run of the game. Gemma Scales now back. So fully loaded bases again.
That was perfectly.
Oh. Watch out, kid. Oh.
That was a
I
perfect hit,
heard-
though, I think, there by Serena Weatherall Fitz.
I think I heard someone yell out. The kids there. two or three of the kids playing under the trees over there. Oh. Marina Joseph just misses that, and then Tash Stewart just couldn't get down that knee.
Oh,
And,
no, she's crumpled, the poor thing.
They can't stop laughing here.
And even in the bleachers, they're laughing at her.
Yeah, you get the support of her teammates.
But with that, Cara Tweedy did make it home.
So I think, in all honesty there, Tash Stewart's got both knees bandaged up, so just that ball getting down, knees seem to have locked up.
Hey, and young Jai Lee's back in after she took that hit somewhere, we think, just under the helmet to her neck or ear. Or so she's had a few minutes on the sidelines. And
That just goes to show the commitment and the bravery of the young girl.
oh, that was a great pitch.
She's connecting them.
She is. 6 runs so far, 6 home for Tracy Village. And St. Mary's are going to want to stop this soon because the next couple of batters,
Big hitters.
big hitters.
We know the rule comes in
Yeah,
as well.
they're leading by 15 in 3. the washout rule will apply. So they've still got a little bit to go.
A little bit of leeway there.
Got 6 to go still. And two batters out, of course.
Loaded bases, Charlie. That's a good, and
Oh.
Tiff Parryman again. So she's doing well, taking a couple of good catches there at second. So all out, managed to get 6.
Yeah, they did. They can score quite quickly, Tracy Village, can't they? So they advanced to 12, and St Mary's, of course, on 3. And St Mary's did show positive signs their last turn batting, so
Just finding out the score. Tracy Village quickly out to the field.
yeah. And as you said, Tash, this is the last game for a few weeks for for all the teams, but these two.
So I think there's. So they're just looking at the time. Oh, geez, that's a good throw.
Yeah.
Emma Wilmot just in the warm-up there, just watched on screen. She took that catch and absolutely
And that's,
pulled it like to second base. Straight up to bat, Zoe Webb.
Yep, she's not letting them have any time warming up, is she?
No, she's straight there. She's you've had enough.
Yep, you guys have done this before.
So Serena, whether it all fits. Good first pitch. Zoe's a big hitter, we know that.
It's a little close to the body, which means it was a little bit too far right over the plate.
There we go. Just seen the power of that, but Jai Lee's out there. She's quick as well, stops that one. But Zoe makes
Zoe's
it safely
made it to first.
to first. Nice and flat, and not even better when it's on the ground.
Yeah,
Chance
we've
of being caught out.
seen a few ground balls, haven't we? It's just safer.
If you've got the power on it as well, it goes past the infield. So gives you that time to run.
So Claire Moran, she's next up.
Just coming in a bit close here, Cara. You can just see Cara on screen. It's from third. She's come up really close.
Yes, because if you remember the first time Claire batted, which I think was in the second innings,
Looking for the
Yeah,
short hit, wasn't she? Yeah. So again,
she was struck
Cara's-
out. Oh, that one. Oh.
Didn't manage to get over, but that was
We
going
can
to
get
come
through today without being
close to
hit.
us, that one.
Yeah. Thank goodness that fence goes up that high.
Cara again.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if Claire is a regular feature in the St Mary's A side because we haven't seen her play yet. So she might have come up.
Yeah, she
B or-
probably played in the earlier game because you can hear the most of the St Mary's support are the girls that played in the other division.
Yeah.
Of course, you've got Tracy Village A, so they've and Tracy and St Mary's A, so they've come from the B side.
Well watched.
So Zoe still on first base. She strikes
Yeah,
out,
3.
fortunately.
She struck out. And she might have sworn because she's covering her mouth. And looked back at the umpire as if to say sorry.
Apologised.
So that's the first out for St Mary's in this inning. And in comes Taryn Lynn.
And I reckon coming up from the B side to the A side of the pitch speed
It's
would be
very different, yeah.
a lot different. A few extra Ks on those pitches.
Oh, well feeded by Cara Tweedy there. Oh, sorry, fielded. Getting my words mixed up,
So
muddled.
I think that's 2 down.
Yeah, not much Zoe Webb could do about that one. Cara collected it very quickly and very smoothly. Got it over to second base where
I reckon there's an extra
George
50
Barrett
Ks on these pitches compared to the B grade. So just going through the... Oh, that's gone.
That's gone up.
And
Emma will, well caught.
good work.
Good commitment.
She got rid of the helmet pretty quickly.
Yeah, and made light,
Just get one run and it's gone. Okay.
and then made light work
You can just hear.
of St. Mary's lineup. So yeah, Tash, obviously the washout rule will come into effect if so Tracy Village come in now. They have to be 10 ahead after 4 innings. So once they get that one extra run, you can see it's 12-3 at the moment. When they get the one extra run,
Yep.
that'll be it.
8-6, 6-8. Thank you.
And we've just heard there that St. Mary's are making a field change and shortstop. So Natasha Stewart or Tash Stewart is going to go out to centre outfield where Tarian Lynn was. And Tarian Lynn is going to come in to shortstop.
Might be that speed trying to stop that run.
Yeah. I mean, it's great commitment from the side. Given that, yeah, they've only got to get one run, Tracy Village, and
And look who's up to
look
bat.
who's up to bat. So I don't know if I would have made that change just yet. But I think with her knees, Tash Stewart, we obviously saw her.
Yeah, in the last
Earlier.
innings, just knees lock up a little bit. But yeah,
She might just
might
do
be
it
just
in
happy-
one slog.
Might be happy just with the... Oh, no, that's gone past the strong arm. Oh. So Emma Harvey just fumbles that ball. Had a good game, Emma. So here goes Emma Wilmot, the catcher for Tracy Village is up. Big hitter. A lot of experience as well. Nikki goes. And no, Tiff Parriman manages to drop that one, but then
But
gets
recover
to
in
second
time.
base just in time. So Nikki Bacon's
Is on her haunches laughing, yeah.
She sort of held, waiting for the catch. If she actually would have ran at full speed, I think she's waiting for the catch to see if she should stay at first.
And she's,
So she's actually...
And she's shrugging and
Yeah,
laughing
she's-
and going, oh, what do you do about that?
Gets her first out.
Yeah. She was looking for a clean 4 from 4, wasn't she?
So we've got Jackie Imber up for Tracy Village against Marina Joseph. 2-0. So, of course, if Tracy Village get 1 home run, game will be called. That's a big hit. Unfortunately, it's a foul hit. Spare ball comes out of the pocket of the umpire. Emma Wilmot on first base for Tracy Village, looking to sneak. That's a big hit.
Huge hit.
In space too, but good pick up by Way. Gee, she's
Yeah.
fast out there in the left outfield.
And that's why she's out there, isn't it?
Oh,
Because, look, it's only cost them one base, really, 1 run forward. So
she's done well out there. She picked that up.
for in comes Tweedy.
Tweedy is in, another big hitter. So second and first loaded here for Village, and just at the
Ooh,
feet.
Just hit the feet. Oh, Darian Lynn rolls her eyes back in her head going, oh.
I think that power as well, that ball, even though it was on the ground, only went to shortstop. It was rocketing. Bit of uneven ground, so it's hit.
So loaded bases for Tracy Village, and Georgia Barrett steps up.
So needs to catch this one. Oh, unfortunately.
And
just
Emma
misses.
Wilmot gets home.
That's it up, that's 12 ahead, 10 ahead.
So Claire
And
Moran.
so does Jackie Amber, and they call it.
So that's the game here. 14-3. Tracy Village win the game here against St. Mary's. Good double header here to St. Mary's. Won the first game, but have fortunately lost this game. And round 6 of the Darwin softball competition is complete. And thank you, Amy Blake, for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Tash. It was great to be here.
And we look forward to seeing you all next week.